In today's episode, let's read a few random chapters from a book on Agarbatti making. Namaste everyone and welcome to Om Incense Show with DJ, a show that helps you increase your incense quotient. So if you are an incense enthusiast, consider subscribing. So today I'll be reading, if you remember, I've done a course from FFDC on incense making, and we got certain PDFs there. So I'm going to read out a few random chapters, a few random paragraphs from the PDF that I received. And you might want to treat this as a podcast and relax with the beverage or snacks or anything, or just continue doing whatever you're doing while I give you company in the background. So the name of the PDF is Advanced Training on Agarbatti and Perfumery, and what we'll read about is cultivation of common aroma bearing crops used in Agarbatti and perfumery industry. We'll read about rose cultivation. Then we read about standardization of common raw materials used in Agarbatti industry. And then we have manufacturing of Flora Agarbatti. So these are the things we're going to read. So let's start with rose. So what it says is rose. Rose oil obtained from steam distillation of flowers of rose species family Rosaceae is one of the costliest and sweetest fragrant material known to the world from the ancient times. It is a perennial plant with an average lifespan of 15 to 20 years. Certain species can survive up to 50 years. Rose oil has very wide application for making costly fragrances. Perfumery, cosmetics, and tobacco industries are the major consumers of rose oil. On limited scale, it is also used for flavoring purposes. The oldest records of findings of distillation of rose are found in the ancient Hindu testament Ayurveda. In India, the damask rose was brought by the Mughals in the 11th century, and rose oil distillation has been done since 16th century. There are 3 species of rose that are grown currently for the production of rose water, rose oil, rose concrete, absolute, and attar. These species of rose that are currently grown for the production of rose water, rose oil, rose concrete, absolute, and attar are Rosa damascena Mill, R. centifolia L, and R. gallica L. Of the above species, R. damascena is the most important source of quality rose oil and is cultivated in Turkey, Bulgaria, and India. R. centifolia is cultivated in southern France, Morocco, and Egypt, whereas R. gallica, which resembles damask rose, is cultivated in Ukraine. The total world production of rose oil is estimated to be 55 to 60 tons annually, of which the oil of damask rose account for 15 to 20 tons only. Bulgaria shares 80% of the damask rose oil production, Turkey 15%, and the rest 5% by other countries including India. In India, rose cultivation is done on about 2,500 to 3,000 hectares of land. The important centers of rose cultivation are Hassan in Aligarh, Kannauj, and Sikandarpur, Balia in Uttar Pradesh, and Pushkar, Ajmer, and Haldi Ghati in Rajasthan. The damask rose R. damascena cultivation is confined to Hassan, where it is grown on approximately 2,000 hectares of land. Here, the major flowers produced is used for production of rose oil, rose water, and attar. The true rose oil production of rose oil, rose water, and attar. The true rose oil production from damask rose cultivation in the country, a species of rose that is R. chinensis, Adboard, which is also called Chinia Gulab or Brahmis locally, as it continues to flower throughout the year. Flowers at these places are mainly processed for the production of attars, rose water, gulkand, and dry petals. Damask rose is called chatti or fasali gulab, as the main flowering season of our Damascena is March to April, though it flowers during October and November also. So this is just one paragraph regarding the cultivation of rose that's given in this PDF. And now let's know the standardization of Agarbatti processing materials. The various materials that goes into making an Agarbatti. So the industry has come together and standardized the whole ingredient list so that it's easier for the incense makers to get their hands on quality stuff and whatever is universally accepted within India in the incense industry. So we have a proper framework of it. So let's read about that, and then we read about the Flora Batti. So what it says is standardization of common raw materials used in Agarbatti industry. Charcoal. Charcoal does not have harmful gases, whereas coal gives harmful gases like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, NO2 and SO2. Then we have cotton or kapas wood gives the best quality charcoal. Common adulterants in charcoal are sand, and or dust. Mesh size should be 80 to 200 ms. In order to check the adulterants, charcoal is dissolved in water, and if nothing is settled down as particles, it is good. If about 15% is settled as dust or charcoal, it is almost okay. In case 25% or more is left or settled in the bottom, the raw material or charcoal is liable to be rejected. It should give the feel of talcum powder if rubbed with hands. Its market rate is around 8 to 12 per kg. Jigat. It is basically a binder and is prepared from the bark of a plant Bacillus macarantha, native to MP, Madhya Pradesh. There is no good substitute of jigat, as the formulations tried were failed when applied after 3 months. Its rate is from Rs 40 per kg to Rs 95 per kg. Quality check. Jigat powder be taken in hand, and if opened inside water and closed within 5 seconds or after counting 1, 2, 3 and taken out from the water, one should feel slippery on the hand. Otherwise, it is liable to be rejected. Mesh size is 100 to 150 ms. Acacia powder. It acts as a filler. It gives a glow and is burned continuously. It is burning controller. It is a bark of babool which has almost 50 different medicinal properties. The substitute are nagarmotha, sugandh mantra, citronella powder, and lemongrass. White chips powder be used for export quality agarbatti. And then we have manufacturing of Flora agarbatti. The raw materials are charcoal, acacia, henna, jigat, bamboo sticks, nagarmotha, burning powder, fragrance, good quality binder, kapoor kachri, sugandh mantri, guggal, loban, small cardamom, nutmeg, mace, big cardamom, and white chips. The formula for Flora agarbatti is charcoal 30%, jigat 20%, acacia 20%, henna 20%, and nagarmotha 10%. Procedure. The first phase procedure is the following materials be taken and mixed in the given proportions. So we have charcoal 300 gram, jigat 200 gram, acacia 200 gram, burning powder 175 gram. The second phase of the procedure is honey or gur or raw sugar 300 gram, rosin, ral or biroza 200 gram, RPO is 300 gram, RPO is rubber processing oil. Then we have water 200 gram and fragrance is 10 gram per kg. The third procedure is the fragrant raw material is mixed with basic raw material, that is charcoal, acacia, jigat and burning powder. First heat water and gur and ral and rozan plus RPO separately on the hot plate. These should be heated in a separate pot till it is converted into liquid form. Thereafter, A plus B is mixed and poured immediately into the mixture of the raw materials prepared as above. This should be mixed like wheat flour to create a dough. So this A and B is A is water and gur and B is ral or biroja plus RPO. So that is A and B. So it says A and B has to be mixed and then the dough is made. This paste is then rolled over the bamboo sticks. So what I've read is that you have to dip the bamboo stick in water for some time and then you take it out and you dry it and then you use it for the incense making. So these agarbattis are now ready to be kept in white chips powder, which may be colored also. So that's how they make colorful incenses. So that was about the making of Flora Agarbatti. If you remember, in most of my incense reviews, wherever I've reviewed the Flora Agarbatti, I've told you that I do not like it because of the presence of RPO. Somehow Flora Agarbatti comes out as really, really fragrant and it has a very divine fragrance. So most of the times, we need to set aside the RPO thing and use it. Like I do if I have to review it, and since most of the Flora incenses come out as really good and you've bought it, then might as well use it in anywhere outside of your house or probably in a garden, terrace, balcony or any of those places. So that was all. I wanted to read to you about the rose cultivation. In case you liked it, I would like to, let me know and I'll be reading out about other crops also. So they have Palmarosa, Citronella, Patchouli and all of those things. So I can read those out to you. So that's all for the episode today. And I hope you enjoyed today's episode and you learned something from it. So give it a like if you liked it and share it with somebody if you think somebody can learn something from it. Check out the description box for the link of very incense related products. And in case you wish to get this PDF, just let me know, drop me a mail and I'll be sending the PDF to you because I do not know how to share this in the description box. So just let me know through the mail and I'll be sending the PDF to you. So that's all for the episode today. Till we meet again next, take very good care of yourself. Namaste.